So now I'm going to show you today not the learner's view of the platforms, but the teacher's view of the platform. So when a teacher log in or when a teacher try to develop a course, how these platforms looks, whether it is Swayam or it is Canvas. So now I'm going to share with you my screen and I'm going to explain you uh, many nitty-gritties of Canvas as well as of Swayam. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So you see, when you will go to here, it will show you Canvas for free for teacher. So Canvas platform is free for teacher. If you need a new Canvas account, you just click on need a Canvas account. Then it will ask you who you are. Are you a teacher or you a student? If you are a student, then you can enroll yourself in a course. But if you are a teacher, you can offer a course. So you can click here, I am a teacher, right? When you will click here, you are a teacher, it will ask you to give certain details, your first name, last name, what kind of account you want. I'm not a robot, and you will submit. Here it is written that if your school does not use Canvas, no worries, you can create a free basic account here, right? You can use Canvas with your whole class. Anyone you can invite to access your content. So Canvas is a very free platform, though it comes with the commercial version also. So if your institution wants to subscribe it, they can subscribe it so that all teacher can offer a course. Otherwise, you can create your own account. So because I am having my account, so let me log in with my account. So when I will log in, it will show my dashboard. At present, my dashboard is blank, right? If I want to see that how my, so if you, first I want to tell you what are these. So first is the account. So here you can have your account details, your profile page. You can log out from here. You can see your notifications. If you click on the profile, then you need to add your photo, your name, your biography. If you want to give certain links about the program or some channels, then you can add those details from here. Then you will can again come back to your dashboard. My dashboard is at present blank because I'm not offering any course. If you have offered any course or if you have completed any course on this platform, then you need to come on the course, right? So here you can see there is one course is showing basic process skills in science. This course actually I want to offer, but I have not offered it. I just put it for the trial version for such training purposes, right? So suppose this is my course page. Whenever a new course will be there, this is my course page. Now, what are the things which as a course coordinator you can do? One is the announcements. So as here is no announcement, one announcement I have put, like you can see, that hello learners, welcome to a short course on basic science process skill. You are requested to introduce yourself and about your expectations from this course. So what is this? This announcement is kind of a discussion forum. If I want to edit it for publishing the course, I can edit it also. Right? So you can edit it also. When you are editing, you can highlight anything, you can bold anything, you can change its color. All options are possible. This one, right? You can change the background color, you can put the text, you can add any link, you can insert any image here, you can insert any sound here, you can attach any document here. So all these, all you can put any external app, everything is possible. So in this way you can create an announcement. Then it gives you option like, do you want its posting immediately, or you can do it delay posting. Means you can create an announcement today, but you can post it after 10 days, 20 days if you want to. Then if you want your users to comment on your post, then you need to allow it. If you will not allow it, then they will not be able to reply to your post. Similarly, allow liking. If you allow it, only then they will put the like button. Otherwise, they will not be able to say the like button. So suppose I put in all these two things and let me save it. Once it will be saved, it will show you. Okay, now, like here it is. If I will click on reply, I can reply. Okay. So any learner who will watch, they will reply to my post and they will post the reply. If they want to attach anything, they can attach anything. So this is the announcement. In any MOOC course, announcement are the important thing. After that, the most important thing in any course is basically the content. So content basically we create through pages. First we create content pages. So you need to design, like in module 1, how many pages are required. In module 2, how many pages are required. So if I go, for example, here on pages, then you can see that I have created already 4 pages. First page is introduction to the course, second page is basic process skills, third page is categorization of process skills, fourth page is process skills in science. Let me show you this page, introduction to the course. So here what has been written? It is one paragraph of introduction and one introductory video. Video is not available because the video is in private mode. So wherever the video is, you need to, when you will put it, you will not paste video here. What you will do, how you will create your page. So every page has a title. So you give title to the page. Then you put your text here. Then you put its YouTube link here. It's YouTube link here, not actually the video. It will appear here, right? Then further some other text will be added. Then if you are giving the title, you can give the title in the bold. If you write here, you can say objectives, then objectives are there, then structure is there. Then I have placed one image here. That image can be placed here, right? So all these things you can insert, and this I have hyperlinked. Why I have hyperlinked? Because next page is that. If I will save this page, then this is my first page. So you need to decide that how many pages will be there in your course. In a 4B course, there may be around 30 to 40 pages. Pages means the content which will appear in one visual page, right? Then this is the next page. Now next page I can go from here, as well as I have put the text here and hyperlinked it, so I can go from here also. Suppose from here I am going. So again, this is the process skills in science. This is my first page. And this is the module 1. I have written welcome to the module 1. It's sub module 1. What are process skills? Then what I did, I added one text file. So if I will click here, it will go to a external web page teaching the process skills. So I have not created my text on my own. I just found it as a web resource which is of use and which I think that my learners can get benefit from it. So I placed it here, that we are expected you to read the following document. Then when you had read the document, I have added a video. After the video, because you have enjoyed the video, so now you can go to the next sub module about understanding about process skills. So what you have understood then? So here again a discussion forum has been created. Dear teachers, you must have gone through the text and video of submodule 1. You are reading this. Can you please reflect upon the following question? Why is it important to focus more on developing process skills in the science classroom? So if my learner will watch this, they will respond to it, right? When they will respond to it, after that I can go to the next page. So the one thing is you need to create pages. After pages, you will create the modules. So here you can design, like for example, this is the first module. In first module, this one page is organized. In second module, this page is organized. If I want to add module, I will add one more module. For example, I will name it advanced process skills, add module. Now, you see in this module, nothing is there. So then you need to add you can edit it here from these three dots. You can edit it also. If you want to edit this, for example, there is an option edit prerequisite. Suppose you want that before coming to this, a learner should complete these two modules. If they will not complete these two modules, they will not be open this module. Then it will become the prerequisite that until or unless learners are not completed these two modules, they will not be able to access this third module. So that control is there in the Canvas platform. Then you can add the pages from here. What you want to add? You want to add a page, then you can say page. If you have already prepared page, for example, let me repeat this page here. Then you need to select the page. So if you are not created a page, you cannot create a module. Create a module, it is essential to create the pages. So you need to create the pages, you need to create the modules, then you need to create the quizzes. How can you create the quiz? For example, let me show you this quiz for a purpose. So if you have created a quiz, you can give the title to the quiz, whether it is a graded quiz or non-graded quiz. You can give the instructions to the learners of the quiz. Graded quiz means that the quiz will be marked. Otherwise, it can be a practice quiz or it can be ungraded survey. If you want to give certain quizzes to your learners only for the practice purpose, not for the grading purpose, then you need to click it as a practice quiz. Take. Then if you want to set a time limit that, okay, this quiz should be completed in 5 minutes, this quiz should be completed in 10 minutes, then when the learner will log in, his time will start and the quiz will be available to him or her only the time limit which you have given. If you have not given it, then okay. Have you given multiple attempts? Now, if it is not a graded quiz, you can give the multiple attempts. There are certain quizzes where we give only single attempt. Like in my SWAM course, if someone enroll, they know that I give only single attempt because you are adult learner. So only you will get one chance to attempt the question. If you have not attempted, it will be scored 0. But here you can, it gives you option that you can give multiple. Multiple may you can fix that you want to give 3 attempts, 4 attempts, 1 attempt, that you can also fix. Then what will be the score? So the latest score will be kept, average score of all attempts will be kept, or the highest score will be kept. So this is also option that what score of the learner will be counted. Okay, so this is also an option. Then can learner see the quiz responses? Means the correct answer and incorrect answer. When? Only after the each attempt, only after their last attempt, or they can see the correct answer whenever they want to see. So this freedom is again in your hands. So as a course coordinator, you need to do all these things. So our responsibility is not only to create the content, but also to upload it and set its criteria, whatever we are uploading. Then what should be its due date, when it will be available to the learners, all these things we need to put. Then we will put on the save. Right? Now let me show you the question version. So the first page is about the quiz, where you need to write what quiz is, its instruction. Then here you can say the questions. Now here few questions are already there. You can add more questions. Like if you want to add a new question, you just click on a new question. When you will click on a new question, you will give to the title, for example, question number 6. What type of question you want, whether you want a multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, multiple answer, drop down, matching, numerical answer, formula question, essay question, file upload question, text question. Multiple types of questions you can frame in the quiz. This freedom is not with the SWAM platform. SWAM platform is very restrictive. It's allow you only multiple choice or multiple answers, only 2 types, not other types. But this platform is giving you at least 11 options. So you can create a question of any type. For example, if you want to create a true false type question, then here you will type a question like the capital of India is Mumbai. True or false? The question is false. Which answer is correct? You need to check that arrow, because that arrow will tell you what is the answer. Then you can update the question. So here you can see the question is there. Right? So in this way, you can add the question, you can save it. Until you will not click save and publish, the quiz will not be published. It will be in private mode. Now, how it will see? Let us see the preview of the quiz. In this way, it will be in front of the learner. In science classroom, focus of a teacher should be on content of the science course completion. Correct answer is developing process skills. Then they will go to the next. Now here, you have again a choice that if you want to move one question by one question, or you want to show them all the question at once. Both options are there. Focus of the process skills is necessary to develop scientific temper, define science, provide correct answers, ensure focus in class. Develop scientific tempers. Next. Experimenting is a basic process skills. True or false? It's true. Next. American Association for Advanced Science advocated relationship as advanced process skill, for example. Next. Please match the following. A measurable definition, creative mental process, projective event. So you can choose anything. Ability to recognize patterns. So let us do something randomly. The capital of India is Mumbai. False. When learner will complete all the time, it will show you submit button. When learner will submit it, here you can see that this question is correct, score is given, this question is correct, score is given, this question is wrong, score is not giving, this question is wrong, score is not giving, this question is two are correct, three are wrong, so only 2 marks have been given. This is one. So the score is 5 out of 10. Okay. So all these things you can do. You can create pages, you can create quizzes, you can create modules, you can do multiple things. Now I'm going to show you an actual course. This was only a draft course. Now you see in this course, how many pages were there? All these were different pages. So the first task was to create all these pages, a quiz page, an introductory page, a discussion page. Every page you need to create. When you create all these pages, then you go to the module option, module. So what will be there? You will fix that which page will come in which module. So this is home module. These 3 pages will be there in the second module, but the prerequisite is home. So until or unless learner will not do this page, they will not be able to come on this page. The home page is there. Then understanding plagiarism, welcome to the course. This is the first module. So here you can see that within the module, there are sub-module, then one more page, then one discussion forum, then another page, then another discussion forum, then another page, then a quiz. Then a summary is also given. Some people give this also, that at the end of every module, you need to create a page where you give a graphical representation that what you have taught them into the whole module, and you also share the resources which you have used in the module, which are the external resources, whether it is a copyrighted pages or OERs, so that learner can get all the resources at one place at the end of the course. So in this way, you can develop a very impressive, very attractive course. If I show you the course from the starting, so this is the output, an overview of the PC2MOOC, which starts with a poster. And there was about the course, modules, If you mess, wherever the next button is there, it means you are going to a next page. Plagiarism, concept and precautions, then the weekly modules, in the declarations. Then there is one discussion forum. Because this course has already been completed, so I can show you it. And this is the first module. So course introduction video is there. Course objectives are there, target participant. You can integrate external things also, like here, click here to complete the pre-course survey. If you will click here, it will move towards a Google form because it was a Google form. So now it is closed form, so it is not. So you can create a Google form and you can integrate it on your Canvas page. That is also a possibility. And how the course work, this page is also very important. So that's why the template which I have given to you, it is very important to fill that template. It is very important to plan accordingly. The better you plan, you will face less difficulty when you will upload the content. If you will not plan, you may face many difficulties which you may not have visualized while designing a MOOC. So whenever you want to offer any MOOC course, my suggestion is that you plan a particular template, like here, first module has come. So you can see everything is in very much sequential manner. Like here, this is a quiz, then every page is arranged like this. Every page is in a particular sequence. If some image is there, if some text is there, if some things are there, you can, if you will not do this designing, you will face a lot of difficulty. So this is all about what I want to share with you with about this Canvas platform. So if you say, I can share with you another platform also, or if you have any question answer, then let us take those questions, because all platforms are almost similar in their look, but I don't know how much prepared you people are to basically upload your content in the coming days, or to have you think this or not, because I know that this time the rigorousness was not there, and it was not many of you, it's not a comment, but I have noticed that many of you were taking it very casually and just attending for the sake of attending. Because few people have done very serious efforts, but you have not done that much. Anyway, it happens in online scenario because everything is not in our control. So what I tried to do, I basically explained you one platform. I can explain many such platforms to you, but it all work if you are ready for it. If you have explored a platform, if you are ready with your content, then you can log in with me and you can upload your content and you can learn how to upload. Uploading is not a difficult task. Preparation is difficult. Designing is difficult. So focus more on the designing, more on page designing. That's why the template which I have given to you. Now, at least what you can do, which is the least which I can expect and request to all of you, that at least the course which you have designed, finalize its module, finalize its sub-module, and fill the performa which have been shared with you, which let me show you a filled performa so that you know that how we can fill it. Just wait for a minute. Huh?
Sir,
Yeah,
can I ask one question?
please.
Sir, for designing the course page, we can make use of Canva, right? Graphic designer or
Yeah,
any
yeah.
image.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not?
Yeah, sir, I also have one question. When you showed me that different courses which you offered, on a dashboard, there was a image thing which was shown. So how to create it? How to put it on a dashboard?
No, the option is there to add the image. Option is there in the platform.
Okay. So
It
while
is there.
adding...
First you create the image, then you can add it.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, this is a field. The course which I have shown you, I'm just trying to show you how it has been planned. So here you can see the title of the course, who will be the target learner, learning outcomes. Now here you can see everything has been planned. In first module, what will be the text, what will be its resource, whether it will be OER or not. If it is a web file, then which file will be there. If it is a web file, then its address should be there. So title, video, everything has been calculated. How many minutes? Someone was saying that, how can I know that how many minutes will be there in my course? How many hours will be there in my course? When you will plan your resources, you will plan minutes for each and every resources. So when you will plan for each and every resources, you can calculate it. So in this way, you can see that this is the whole field performer. Once you will fill it, then only you will be able to know that which content is available with you, which content you need to create. Then you will go for the content creation. The problem with the MOOC development is that many people have a misconception that we need to create a lot of content. So that's why they don't come forward to develop a MOOC. To develop a MOOC, we need to have the content. If the content is in OER forms, we need not to recreate it. If it is not there, then we need to create it. So in this way, we can offer a MOOC. So this is all about from my side. If you people have any question, please ask.
So this blank template is available?
Blank template I have already shared with all of you in day one in your WhatsApp group.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I have shared 3 blank templates that you can use any design.
Acha, so 3 options we have.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. From your side, you are doing wonderfully well, but we need to really learn.
Everyone need to learn. We have also learned, madam. We are not the people who.
Yeah, but
Same,
sir,
you
you
know,
are so confident, you know
right,
everything on your tips.
With practice, things become easier. Until or unless we will not start, we will not learn. At least we should start to learn.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
may face some difficulties. We may ask people to support, to help. We may take some support from other people. But if we will not start, we will always be set like,
Sir,
okay.
I have one question in my mind. Suppose 2 of us want to develop one course, and you said one person will be the main coordinator. So is there any, acknowledgement, or is there any kind of reward we get by developing this course, or it is just,
No, if it is an institutional course, then you get its benefit in your CAS.
Okay.
If it is your private course, then you will not get any benefit for your CAS.
Okay. Yeah, it is there in category number 3.
Yeah.
That way.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any other?
So if we are using OER, can we download it and use it, or should we share only
We have
the
to
link?
download it. OERs generally comes in downloadable form. Most of the OERs allow you to download. But if it is a heavy file, that my suggestion is that don't download and upload it on the MOOC platform. You use it so URL. Because URL takes less space than the file itself.
But
Okay,
if we
sir.
are
One more doubt, sir. If we are using Canva for.
Sorry, you are not audible, Nancy ji. Please speak again.
Sir, I am asking, suppose for
Institutional based subscription.
Manisha ji, please 1 minute. Let Dr. Nancy
Yeah.
complete her, then please you. Yeah, Dr. Nancy, please
So
continue.
is institutional based subscription for Canvas free or paid version?
Both versions are there. Paid versions have some more benefits, like unlimited space is there, and they gives you a lot of user friendly data analytics, as well as they gives you certain templates also to design the course. If you are using free version, you are using only 1 or 2 templates which are there. But if you are using paid version, you can have multiple design templates. So you need not to design your page. You just put your content and it will automatically get fitted in that template.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
So
sir.
paid version of everything has certain additional features.
Yeah.
Whether it is a software or it is an LMS, even Moodle also paid version has more freedom than the free version. Free version allow you only 50 plus one teacher and 50 learners. But paid version you can have for 500, for 1000, whatever learner you want, you can have.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
But the learners number in Canvas, that is not a limit. In Moodle, it is always a limit because it is a very restrictive. That's why I always prefer to say that Moodle is an online teaching learning platform, but Canvas is a MOOC platform because you can enroll thousands. Because in this plagiarism course, I have seen that around 2,500 people joined this course across the world, not only
So,
from India.
sir, that only I wanted to ask, like Canvas is for different universities, or it is just an open platform?
It is just an open platform. Anyone can use it. Like Moodle, anyone can use it and subscribe similarly.
No,
But
no, as you are saying,
but Moodle gives the limitation in the enrollment.
no, as you have some platform, anybody can enroll over there and do any course. So similarly in Canvas also,
Yes,
we
yes,
have
yes.
this.
Anybody
Okay.
can enroll. Even once you offer a course in Canvas, all the courses which are being offered across the world in the Canvas platform, your course will be listed there automatically. Because I
So
have
even
seen.
if I don't have any course, can I see others?
Yeah, you can see other courses. The
So
courses
that
which
is
are on
what
offer.
I just want to know. So how to go about it? Google.
No, you go on the Canvas page, create your account, and you can access the courses already on offer. Let me show you.
Yeah, sir, please show that. I am little confused.
When you will go here without login, you can see here there is an option called browse courses. Can you see it?
Yes.
You just click on it. So these are the
Okay.
courses which are on offer right now.
Wow, that's great. And
You
then
can
if
have-
you want to enroll,
You can even search like public courses only or open enrollment courses only. So if you search it that the courses which are open for enrollment, you can see there is a course on teaching method, there is a course on introduction to web design, there is a course on death penalty, there is a course on power of permutation. So
okay.
many courses are there.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
I don't know who is offering this course. Because in Maharashtra, I know many people who are offering the courses on this platform.
Canvas.
Yeah, on Canvas, yeah, many people are offering this course. Like this is a course which is being offered by someone. So I know many people who are offering.
Sir, I'm happy to share. I'm also offering the courses on Canvas.
Yeah, I know many people are offering. That's why I do not know the name of everyone, but I know that in Maharashtra many people are offering the courses on, and it is a very good platform, very user friendly platform.
Yeah.
सर हेलो सर.
Yes, please.
हाँ सर, जब हमें गूगल से हम ई कंटेंट लेते हैं तो बहुत बार ऐसे होता है कि अभी हमारे मॉड्यूल या कंटेंट रिलेटेड हमें पूरा नहीं चाहिए, तो हम किस तरह से वो यूज कर सकते हैं अपने मॉड्यूल के लिए, या
तो
तो
आप
फिर
उसको मेंशन करिए ना that you go through, you do it with either you download the content,
हाँ,
or you take the content of the desired portion, put it on a Word page, convert into a PDF, and give the attribution to the original page at the bottom of the PDF.
ओके
Upload it there, so that your learner will get only the desired content, not everything.
ओके, थैंक यू.
For YouTube video, there is an option of trimming the video. So in YouTube, there is an option that you can trim the video. The original video may be of 5 minutes, but if you think that, okay, my learner want to watch only from 1 minute 3 seconds to 1 minute 37 seconds. So you can trim that part and you can post the revised URL. So when the revised URL will be used, the learner will be able to watch only that video.
ओके,
All possibilities are there.
थैंक यू.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So I hope and I wish that at least you all will complete your template today, if not everything. At least this much should be
Yes, sir.
submitted for the completion of the workshop. Otherwise, the Kerala University people will say that you have not contributed anything. Gaurav sir, no one was interested in your workshop.
Sir,
Anyway,
I have
so anything else, if you are thinking that I should
Sir.
add, otherwise add. Yeah, please. Do you have any question, please?
Sir, if we are planning to do that one course in book, and how much time take to get permission from the Swayam?
It all depends. Like UGC always invited. At present, they have opened their expression of interest. So you apply there, they will give you within a month or 2 months, not more than
Then
that.
then we have a model platform, but it is enrollment rate is limited, no? Then how
Moodle
can
has a control. Moodle is better for blended learning, or Moodle is better for offering a course for your own enrolled students, where you can have control. It is not an open platform.
then for the MOOC course,
You
we
can
have
go
to
either
change
on
now.
Canvas or you can apply for Swayam. Both platforms are there.
Then
Or if you or your institution, if can afford, you can subscribe the EDX also.
sir, shall I individually can I do it and send an application to Swayam? It will be
It
applicable or
will be
not?
routed from your university registrar.
Ye-
It will not be directly from you.
Okay. But they
Because
have
your
their own platform, no, sir?
because your university has to ensure that the curriculum which you are going to offer on Swayam platform is as per their approved syllabus.
Okay.
And
Then,
it
sir,
is
they have their own platform, but we are choosing another platform. Is it maybe complicated, no?
you can choose. You can choose. Many institutions have offered, like NCRT is offering many courses on Swayam platform, as well as they are also offering on NCRTX. IIM Bombay is also, IIM Bangalore is also offering some courses on their EDX platform. So many good institutions are using EDX platform also as individual platform, as well as they are offering courses on Swayam. So there is no harm in that. You can offer on many platforms if you have facility.